Up, hi. Hi, Siori Strom. Hi, welcome. I haven't tested the audio for this game. Ha ha. Mm, have you played? No, I haven't. How are you? I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. Very visible. Like how? Warm? Please enter the current time. It's damn it. Uh, well, 17. Note accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu. Okay. Settings. Uh, show subtitles, yes. Quality profile. Yeah, sure. That's all good. Okay. Yes, get the game. Let's see if I'm gonna lag though.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple.
Are you able to hear
He
the
sat at
game?
his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day.
Yep, can hear. Okay.
Of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Okay.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I think that is too sensitive. Wait. Where's the turn it down a little bit. Okay, that's better. What's the controls here though? Wait, what? I hear keyboard noises. What? When I press E, why is it keyboard noises? Okay. Oh, I guess I'm stepping out.
his co-workers were gone.
Oh.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort.
Why is it like so slippery at the moment?
You were to click the door 20 times.
Okay.
I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Okay, he said so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Okay. I don't even have to count.
No, I'm still not meaning it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417? Okay. Now what? Why do I move like this? Like I'm sliding. Oh. Well, I turned that off. Okay. Wow. Where am I? Also, the thing is still sensitive. About 1. Eh. 420. That's 416, 415.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
To the left? Okay. And 13. Or 11.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Wait, what? Huh? There's nothing here though. There's a broom closet?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
Okay.
No reason to still be here. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What if I go down though? Why is there red light? Huh? Can I not crouch? I can. What's that? I can't pick it up though.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Hi, Sarah.
He thought to himself,
Welcome to the stream.
I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun.
What?
And Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and
Oh no, it's the looping hallways.
In their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Okay.
I am okay.
Oh, where am I? Oh, ran into a wall.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Huh?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Oh. Ah. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-worker.
Oh. Awaiting input. Huh? What? 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 Input received. What? Well, what is that? What does that mean? Huh?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might coming to a staircase. Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Really ahead of you. Ah. Hi, Yube. What's this? Oh. No reflection? Huh? Hey. I should go to yeah, I'm aware you can just not follow the narrator. Oh, this is open. What's this? Hmm? Oh. There's an elevator. The waiting music. It's the waiting music. Wait, see? Everything's shaking. Huh? Oh. What? What if I go up? It's gonna be the same. Yeah, it's gonna be the same, huh? Yep. Hi, Crow. Oh wow, the SL command is not working again. Wow. Okay, Twitch.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
Okay.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Where? Oh. Huh. Okay. Go here. Hmm? Oh.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
God damn, it's dark. What the button do? What? Oh.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Hmm? Oh.
Now the monitors jumped to life,
Oh.
their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Huh? Okay.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Okay.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Eh? Wait, what? How though? Big red button here though. Oh. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Huh? I cannot click this one though. Oh wait, what's this? Oh wait, there's a 5. Huh? Wait, what's this? 3. Huh? No, I don't. I didn't. What do you mean? That's so dark. There's 1, 2. Oh. 1, 2. Where was the other one? Get up there. How do I... Can't see shit. I don't see shit. Oh wait, there's... Ah. 1, 2... Can't get up there though. What's this? Okay. Guess I'm going here. System power.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Oh.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes.
Oh.
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Okay. Beat the game. Up, I got my first achievement apparently. And we're back in.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Turning
Stanley
off
decided
everything
to go to
again.
the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, that one is off this time. It's isn't it this floor? Nah. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get another ending.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
What's
This was
left?
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here,
Hi,
drinking it
Jojo.
all in. Yes, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth.
Why is there just a notepad there?
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
Wow.
It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Huh?
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
What message? Yeah. The game is sending me a
But at
message.
last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
No. Go here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Nah. Okay.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
What's red?
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Yeah, I went to the red
I
door.
don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yeah.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go.
What?
A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that?
Me out.
But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
What? Huh? Okay. Okay.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on,
Okay.
and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Sure.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Oh.
In
Oh.
this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
Okay.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Oh. Oh.
Ah, fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
I don't know. I still have a keyboard with me.
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on
I know,
innocent
buddy.
civilians
Yeah, it
below you
is
from up
late,
high
but
in your
eh.
clock tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted
What is
erotic
that?
purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity.
Can I just sleep?
I love everything about this game, Stanley, and it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Nah, can I just sleep here? Can't jump? What? Why did I unlock achievement set that says I cannot jump? What? I know I cannot jump. Nala Akaba. Hello, welcome.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
Can I go? Can I go over here?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
Nah.
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we are...
No.
You're out of the woods now, Stanley.
No.
Okay,
Let me
I'm
out.
going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
No, let
Preferably
me out.
something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
No. Let me out.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Ah. Oh my.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley,
No.
if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Yeah, I'm gonna get lost in this game.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here?
I don't
Let's
know.
see.
I don't know.
There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh, I'm running now. Okay. Wait. What's over here? Wait.
Hold on. What are you doing? Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Where am I? Wait. Oh boy. Oh, hi, Miko.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, hold on. Switching to headphones. There we go.
Oh,
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
okay.
And if he's
Does it
learned the
lag
heavy
there?
cost that comes with it.
Okay, let me see.
He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Ah,
Oh, loading.
this is a lot. I knew it.
I just jump in the hole.
I saw in the
All of
Rocket
his
League map. I
co-workers
was
were
like, what?
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Does it lag there? If I share my screen there in Discord?
No, it's
Okay.
fine actually.
Wee.
The frame rate doesn't matter on this.
Oh, there's another input thingy. Yeah.
When Stanley came to a set of
Nah.
2 open doors, this was not the correct way to
Nah.
the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
The narrator should know by now.
Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous.
I want to sit
gorgeous
down
room.
though.
Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour.
Where's the option
on his
to
way
sit down?
the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
Vending machine.
Yeah, you can't really do anything with a vending machine.
We need the cold drinks. We're in the Philippines. Come on.
Uh-huh.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
What open door? This door?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Hi, bye.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful. All of his co-workers were gone.
Yeah, I'm just
What did it mean?
looking for all of
Stanley
the
decided
monitors.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay. Everything is off. Oh, this one is on now. Surname access?
Surname access?
Can't read it though. Can't zoom in this game.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room. And Stanley knew perfectly well.
What?
Perhaps he
Who
wanted
would
to
want to
stop by
sit in
the
a
employee
meeting room?
lounge first,
Uh-huh.
just to admire it.
Unless if it was
The
about
lounge was
salary
sublime,
raise, we
a
would.
work of art. What was but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
If I remember, there's a... It was... Can I open this? Nope.
Nope, we don't have a keycard.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize
Yeah,
that
sure.
investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is
Because
that the
you know what
story
I'm
has
gonna do.
been about nothing but you all this
Yep.
time. There's someone you've been
wee.
neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot. Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know
Yep.
how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Red door.
Do I try the red door this time?
You've done the blue door already?
Yep. That's the one that led to the to the the soccer thing, the Rocket League.
Oh. Oh, red door it is.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. You see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time. The problem is all the choices. The two of us are always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see
Yep,
that it's
looping.
killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop.
Yeah,
we
sure.
would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
What if we just loop? He said if we could just stop, but we continued looping.
I have a feeling it won't trigger.
It won't trigger anything.
Yeah.
That is a void. That's the abyss.
It will bring us to the beginning of the game. I have a feeling of that.
Whee! Into the abyss we go.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
I don't know. What Oh.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
What's
If
that?
we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think... No, wait. Where are you going? Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Oh.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Do we?
Huh.
Huh.
Well, there's no other way.
Oh, thank God.
Jeez, we got MC
You
plot
had me
armor.
worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room? No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
I don't know.
We're taking you with us.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Nah.
Nah.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
I don't know, unless this
Am I
door
reading the
opens
situation
up.
correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it.
I don't know, he gave
I
me
don't know
plot
anymore.
armor.
I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
He gave me plot armor.
Looks like you wanted to make a
Yep,
choice after all.
it's not as if like we're
Oh,
we're
this one is
limping
your-
or whatnot. There's no what you call this, like, aside from the red color damage, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there you go.
Over?
Ah,
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Ah, cool. How many loops have we been in the Samsara now?
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time.
And
before
it's
he found
never
the
the end.
others, wherever
Okay.
they were. Just a matter of time.
Oh,
same.
whoa. Even this one is on.
Ah,
How about on the next room? Oh, it's all on. Except for that.
the other one.
Yeah. Only the ones with the button. Oh.
He's not
When
talking.
Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
never mind.
he entered the door
Spoke
on
too
his
soon.
left.
You went to the left already?
I have, but there are stuff there that I haven't done.
Ah,
Stream's back? Wait, did my stream die?
nope. I guess probably, like,
Yet
The
there
long
was
way.
not a single person
I
here
didn't really
either.
notice on
Feeling
my
a wave
phone.
of disbelief, Stanley
Look,
decided
even
to
the-
go up to his boss's office.
Even on
hoping he
PC
might
it was
find
fine.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. Probably my
Stepping into
my
his
net since
manager's
the
office,
stream died on
Stanley
my
was
phone.
once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean?
Oh,
Stanley
see.
wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's
was
desk,
it?
pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues
no.
to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk.
Where the fuck is the
What could its
backspace?
purpose be? In fact,
Nope.
this keypad
None.
guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
Oh wait.
But of course,
Ah!
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Oh wait, no.
Suddenly.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs, trying to input anything, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
It's You get an ending if you go here. But there's a
Stanley
puzzle
walked straight
as
ahead
well.
through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
There's the escape route, or we go here.
Have you done already the escape route?
No? Okay, there you go.
You know we don't like puzzles, so
Although
let's go
this
there.
passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Okay.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Uh-huh.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Uh-huh. Ooh, red. And I go into hole again. Whee! Oh,
Oh,
I live.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
I'm alive.
doesn't look like it. Ah,
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
This,
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you
Okay.
see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
button sounds, okay. Credits.
this is the dev room. Maintenance room.
Okay.
It's just a... Wow.
Early in development.
Or Stanley would end up in a battlefield fighting aliens? What? Okay, devs. What that? I am warned. Oh. Oh, it's emails.
Okay. Okay.
It's a... What? Okay.
Good thing it's not the meme. What are you gay?
What's that? Is it counting down?
Yep.
5, 4, 3. No. Okay.
Okay.
The cargo lift. Huh. Oh. Where am I? Oh, it's the routes.
Yep.
Meeting room. Oh, what? Countdown this. Huh? It hides it if I go towards it.
It's the kind of thing you pick up on intuitively without even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad game design. But of course, you being you, you'll probably spend the
Narration
next hour trying to solve
outtakes.
it. Here, I'm just going to make this easy on you.
Hmm?
Stanley stood on the snow.
Oh, it's just voice lines for the narrator.
Yep.
Oh, there's more here. Oh, I just looped. Wait, am I supposed to go somewhere? From here? How do you even restart the game from here? Oh, that's me. I don't know why this character is just carrying a keyboard with him. Oh,
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Mm.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as
Yeah.
you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Do choose it. Don't let time choose you. Don't let...
Wow.
And there you go.
I'm back here again. What's that?
This.
F1 doesn't do anything though.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh, this one is open. Why are you leaving your computer on, guys? Oh, on again. Oh,
New content.
oh. This wasn't here before.
Oh,
Yep.
new content? What does that mean, new content?
Hmm.
Only one way to find out.
you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Uh-huh.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Okay.
Ah, so we just had a Disney ride.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Brick wall.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if them... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley. All right.
What?
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Can I jump if I'm... Oh.
Oh, look, there's a counter.
Yeah, I know that if you keep doing that, you'll lose the ability to jump, actually.
Ah,
That you can only jump on this circle. So, do we use up all of it? Or do we proceed?
unless we gain something after the 35 jumps.
What if we proceed?
Is that it?
Uh-huh.
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
It's another elevator. If we go back, we can still jump. Nah, I'm tired already. Oh yeah, there's two new redeems in the channel.
Another elevator. Stanley,
Wait, really?
I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and
Two new
jumping.
redeems.
Is this
Ah,
not part
change
of the
color for
exciting
5
new
minutes.
content? If this is
Throw
new
something
content,
at...
then I just read the whole
Ah.
There's 20 hours new content. Right? I could counter 30 trillion. Could you put that on the box? The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes, I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new content.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stan? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
I mean, I can't really answer you. Well, that's different.
Wait, what?
Huh?
What?
What happened? That's very different.
Psst.
Here?
Stanley, come over here. In the vent.
What if I don't
want
want
to show you
to?
something. Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares? Oh, never mind. You're not a dork.
Huh? What's that? Whee!
Surprise.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying new Ultra
Nope.
Deluxe content turned out to be?
Something loaded.
Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
What?
Just our little secret. Take a look.
Am I in Narnia?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Huh. Oh, that is an old ass TV.
Yep.
Wait, why is there a keyboard in front of it though?
Old PC game.
Wait, is there really a PC that big before?
If you had big monitor, probably.
Yeah. Oh, it's outside. Wow.
God damn it, we can't go beyond.
Whoa.
And over here
Okay,
is where I
that
keep
caught me off
reviews of
guard.
the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "We're so many games that aspire
Read
to
any
be more
reviews
than
except
games
this
end
one.
up less than any form of art. Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
I heard the door. What's here? What's that? Memory zone maintenance. Okay. This is a whole screenshot of the development on the software itself. Personally. Oh, another.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone.
Oh my
To
god.
spend the rest of time
Is he
collecting
that
dust in
bitter
the
about the
hallowed
new
hall of
content?
beloved video game memories.
Hey, what happened?
Door open. Oh, wait, what?
What? Can't go here. What's that? The serious room.
The serious.
What? Why can I not go there?
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Oh,
But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no! Oh God, no!
My
Stanley, it's a
God.
collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
oh.
Honestly, I
No.
could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny.
Oh.
I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Oh, I see another.
The roof. There.
Okay, let's see what this says. While the idea of getting games someone who prefers non-linear games, his preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always
No,
remembered.
this one just
Oh my
floating.
God.
9.8 hours on record.
So the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay.
Floating plane.
And it's now an abyss right out there.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
Nah.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really... Oh, Stanley, you're back.
It's now nighttime.
I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks.
Yeah, the plant's dying.
Yeah.
on the left.
Oh.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about
Oh no, no one's talking anymore. Oh. What?
Is it a digital clock now?
What?
Well, we can skip again.
What's the beeping sound though?
Skip button.
But they didn't understand the
No.
game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth.
Peace and quiet.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end,
Oh my
is never the
God.
end, is never the end, is never the end,
Uh-huh.
is never the end.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Button's still alive.
Yeah. Ah, light.
Good morning.
Oh, I heard the button. Oh. There's plans now.
Springtime.
Oh. And it's
Dark again.
you broke him. Okay.
Skip.
Oh. What? Oh. The button fell off now.
We can't press it anymore.
Ah. Where is Sumelu?
Sino?
It's towards the sun.
Feeling suddenly we just hit the wall.
Oh,
Well, the one. Oh,
we hit the black screen. And we're back.
How long was I sitting there?
Oh.
Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries?
Uh.
Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
Oh, this one is open. Well, there,
your content.
there's neon lights on it now.
God damn it.
Oh, good. You noticed my
Uh-huh.
sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Oh, something exciting. Okay. You're going for a Disney ride again?
Looks like it.
That'll work.
What?
That'll work.
Actually, meron.
Wait.
They skipped the Disney ride.
Thank God.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2. Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities, in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Photo picture screenshot.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much
what is
catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you
off
think?
painting
What does
K.TGA.
it mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Oh yeah, they updated everything. They're not old-fashioned computers. They have laptops
they became
now.
laptops.
They have flat screens.
And better office chairs.
Uh-huh.
Still rotating phone though.
What's that? This is
The
a...
different titles. Proposition for logo.
Ah. What?
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Oh. Wow,
Features.
red carpet. Where's a red carpet? Wow. Can I not go in there?
Okay.
Wow.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game.
Okay.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it.
Close enough.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Jim.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button.
Wait, there's a
Otherwise,
backstory?
It's just
Oh
a
my-
stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim.
Jim.
All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on?
Jim.
See, if you'd only played along, that would have been your name the button says. But no. Instead, I can't even think about it. I'm
Jim.
taking the Jim button away.
Jim.
It just clips out. It just clips through the floor. Okay.
Oh my god.
Maybe
Okay.
I'll only let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable too. They would appreciate what I've
What's
created
this?
here.
Epilogue. Let's not go there yet.
No screenshots.
He's so screenshot. Wait, what if I... Oh, I saved a screenshot. I screenshot. Red is the new orange.
You can't stop me game. I screenshot.
What is that? Collectibles?
Collectibles.
What the fuck?
Infinite hole. Huh.
What's this? Free achievement. Okay.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Man.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
What's up here? Can you find them? What?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable,
What am I doing in the abyss
you'll
now?
run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your... God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
But there's infinite hole. Okay.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until
Just
the end
straight-
of time if you like.
Straight into it.
Forward for video games. You see, isn't it wonderful?
Whee!
One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I
I can't
do
even
say
move.
so.
Wow.
Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Nah. Nah. I gotta be here for a while.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Nah.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is
Oh.
merely philosophical in
Oh,
nature. It's
okay.
more of a...
Oh.
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue
You
here
mug.
is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
I don't know. I
Does
have
that
my
work for
keyboard here.
you? Then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
What if we don't press?
Let us see.
I wait for a few minutes for it.
I like that it's just like a white dot. Yep.
There's nothing there, huh?
Yep.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
Huh.
I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to
does
become
get shorter.
extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
What if I...
Is the, teleport button not working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
He just left the recording booth. Oh my god.
Oh. What is it? The ambience music? What? What? Oh. I think it's going down.
It's an elevator.
Oh.
Me, another Disney ride. Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
What? Wait, what? Change your perspective? What do you mean?
Cinematic change.
Perception?
Changes the BGM.
Change everything.
Oh my god.
Change yourself. What is that?
The heck? What? God.
Stanley? 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 Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
Just gonna Oh. Loading screen. Oh.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
There's the bucket.
Yeah.
Reassurance bucket? What?
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart.
Yeah, but where is it?
As long as you hold on
Oh,
to
there.
the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket
What?
seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more awaits you in the Stanley Parable 2. Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
That says Jim. He changed it.
There's a jump circle. Where? That's the exit up there? The hole. What? Collectibles, free achievement, most infinite hole. Jump circle. Where it? Oh. This one. Oh, it's still
You know what,
30.
Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
Oh, we just use them up. Yeah, let's go. Oh, there's merch.
Oh, look, a captcha on the upper right.
Wait,
Does it work?
does it even work though?
Okay, one way to find out, go Shin.
Ah. Only one way to find out. Let's see. It's an actual. Yeah, it's an actual website.
Oh my god. That is smart.
There's also the epilogue here, but there's something up there. Wait, how do I get up there?
Ah, there.
What's this? Ah, the epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay. What's this? Setting? What? Can't even go there. Oh, I just have the. I just have the bucket with us. Okay, what's here?
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Oh.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll
Okay.
arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh,
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
Hi, Ryan.
I wanted more than
It's a funny
anything
game.
to be a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something.
Jesus, hello.
Perfect.
Big
Go
W.
ahead. Take a look.
Oh, loading. Oh. Okay.
This is the story of a man named...
there's a click to skip.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Where's the flat
Stanley
screens?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No
Oh,
matter
oh,
how
there
hard
we go.
Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh. No. Oh, there's no,
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Yep.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Hey, let's follow him for now.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go... Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's
Just
office.
skipping dialogues. Alright. There was a door here. Oh.
There you go.
Found one of
Collectible.
them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Okay. Okay, this one is locked now.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, but Stanley guessed the correct information. Was it the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Oh.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, There really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands? Stanley figs? Or what about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Oh, loading.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
I like how Stanley
It would
has
be all
awards and
Stanley
all
could do to
in
keep
this
himself
all.
together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door of red
Yes, yeah.
mind control facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered. to
Stanley and the Legend of the Bucket.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped,
What was our
monitored like guinea pigs.
office?
The bucket had never seen
7,
anything like this,
427.
and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
Oh yeah, there's this
Or
thing that
sad,
I
or
can go up
content.
on.
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
I have no idea how you do this thing.
Or
The floor is up there, but you cannot go up there. So. That's one big widescreen.
When at last they came to the
Alright,
source
which
of
one
the
do I
wind
choose
power,
now?
Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to
Off
put
or
an
on?
end to this horrible place and to everything
Okay.
it stood for.
Tusk.
Toscana. When are you getting a task screen like that? If I had the money, I would. But monitors like that would be Too expensive.
And too painful for the eyes every time we go Star Rail.
Oh my god. Probably not today, but maybe once we move to the new house, I'll try saving for a new monitor. I do want to upgrade my monitor, especially because this one has the frame rate at only 75, I think. There are monitors with higher frame
Yep.
rates, right?
Yep.
That they're more expensive, so I'm like, we go with offer on. Yeah, I want the 144 one as well, but bro, I'm broke. I'm still broke.
Yep. $50.
Yeah, $150. And it depends on what brand it is. I already did the off one. Let's try. What happens while we're holding the bucket?
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
Got to go.
Yes,
Good luck.
they had
Okay,
done
Ryan.
it.
Thank you for
Stanley
dropping
and
by.
the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
What?
Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
What?
True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and to...
Oh.
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
No.
Unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty. Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth, or go to any lengths to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
What? Oh. No.
And we're back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, hey.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Oh, so what's it? Oh yeah, this door was there. Yeah. What room is this? Like how there are so many endings. Yeah, there is.
Stanley clutched the bucket
Okay, this
tightly
time we
to his
don't
chest
follow him.
and entered the... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
What if we stay here for a bit?
Truly, here with the bucket was a grand adventure. Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First, walking
My
through the
God.
door on the right, then walking to the lounge, then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket had inspired.
Oh my.
Perhaps this
Why?
was where the bucket felt most truly at home, there in the employee lounge. Perhaps it's the only place a bucket can even feel at home.
There are gonna be other lines.
Stanley decided to just give the bucket absolutely as much time as it needed to be in the lounge.
Got him!
Clearly, the
God.
bucket and the employee lounge shared a special connection.
Yeah, you guys are free to
But
use
finally, the bucket
new
was done
redeems.
being in the lounge, and they took the first open door on their left to get back to business.
Nah.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
Oh.
The cargo lift, yes. Go there.
Oh.
Go to the cargo lift.
No. I'm gonna get that figurine.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
I wonder if they actually sell those IRL as a game merch. I have no idea either. I wish I
You
could
did?
go there though, down there. Wonder if there's a way. It's too far up to go down. Oh, there's a vent though. We're venting. Yeah, vent. Oh,
Did it met? Oh.
what happened? Oh, where am I? Hey, where am I? Huh?
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer
Wow.
euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket
This is
in my arms.
some LSD.
Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it.
Huh?
Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get...
Oh,
What's that? Who's there?
oh.
Camporata.
What? Damn. It just leads me to the start again.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped.
That was a nice
Surely I was mistaken.
sucking sound. What? What? Taking the bucket.
confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
No.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go
You know what?
back
I
to the
haven't
meeting room.
went. Oh wait, it just takes me to the meeting room. What?
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Okay.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Oh, it's the abyss again. Whee! Oh, that.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Okay. Ow. Got flashback on my screen.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Oh my.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head. Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Press U. Why are the...
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think. It can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else. You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is this awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal. It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just
He's
going
on
to cling
top
to
of
this
the
bucket,
computer.
this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it. Yes, I suppose on closer inspection,
Embrace
it
the
doesn't quite look like your
bucket.
average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Press Alt to relive the same day with... Wow.
Oh my God, what am I saying? better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket? Oh no. I'm having feelings for the bucket. No. What's going on? Why do I want to see the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes, the bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it. Give it to me now. Give it or I'll...
What?
Go back to work, what? Oh. Oh. Is it this one? Wait, I hear you ringing. Which? Oh.
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Wipe? Going on a date with a bucket.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
What if we go here and do the escape route with the bucket? What? Okay. What? This is different. Bottom text. And yet the bucket satisfies him more than her. Damn.
Who took these pictures of them?
Red room. Red room. Lock the fire. I already got the one from the toilet. Where the fuck is that throwing? There will be a reward for finding them all. I want them so much. Okay. Oh, that's a broom closet. Nah.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley
Wait,
and the
red
bucket
room.
walked upstairs to the boss's office.
The other red I know is... There he is. There you go.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
What's that name? Alright. Let's start the escape route. Oh, I can open this now. Hey, Mika.
Yep. Oh my god, it has elevator music. Ah, so this is where the meme came from.
Yeah. And there's nothing here actually, you just stop it. Wonder where the last figurine is though.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any.
God damn it, where's the backspace
Crushed by
here?
the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Figures and buckets. Sus.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Uh-huh.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Ah yes, follow the red light. Whee!
I was about to say another infinite hole.
Oh.
Ah, yes, we still have the bucket.
It's gonna be the same.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
So it's basically
In
the
a
same
single
lines,
visceral instant,
but with the word
the
bucket.
bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
Whee!
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious
this is different.
bucket to behold.
What? The bucket.
They took the bucket now. The bucket welcomes you to the exhibit. Like,
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris
all
that
bucket.
blinded him? Can you see
Oh
that
my
the
God.
bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
that is one rust. Oh, that's a wood inferno bucket. That's just a wood bucket. Oh.
Cave drawing.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
The hanging bucket.
Hanging bucket.
Oh. 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 Man, Bucket's office is might as well. We become janitors already.
Right this terrible wrong.
Oh, hi.
Let Stanley die.
Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket ship should take place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, new vision.
What happened? Oh. Wait, that's a different room. What?
What?
That's a different room.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh. It's a different room, but...
With a different position. With. Yeah, it is a different room.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone. Not Stanley clutched the bucket
Okay,
tightly
let's-
to his chest. And
Let's
emptied
do the one
bucket.
with we don't turn off the mind control facility. I still don't know where the last figurine is.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked
We
upstairs
have
to the
the
boss's
mind
office.
control room.
Mm-hmm.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Speeding through.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read,
Yep.
Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Like, how many endings does this have again?
And Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
I think confused now,
Everyone in
maybe.
the office was being
Especially with the
videotaped,
new
monitored like guinea
additionals.
pigs.
Yeah.
Bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Hey,
But
we're here
was the
again.
proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he... But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself?
Oh.
How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in
My
disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
Oh.
Birds.
Silly birds.
Silly birds. The control
my
buttons
God.
became active again.
What that?
switch
Stanley
to the
flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a
Hi,
facility
Kikatu.
for monitoring and surveilling
Welcome.
silly birds all over the world. The mind controls are only a
Kikatu,
facade
there are
to disguise
new
its true
redeems in the channel.
Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hand.
Are you playing? I'm
The one
playing
who
the
had pointed
Stanley
him towards this
Parable.
incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
Is that it? Oh.
Yep.
Nah, Kikatu, it's a silly game. it's a silly game.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought.
What?
How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
That was a different line.
Anyway,
Yep.
I'm going to call it a night shift.
Okay.
So yeah, I have work in the morning.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye bye. Yeah. 3 a.m. for me.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his
I still haven't found that one figurine. That's fine. Gonna
Coming
try
to a
that
staircase,
same
Stanley
ending
walked upstairs to his boss's
without
office.
the bucket. Oh. Hi Jinso, thank you for subbing.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks.
Thank you for the hydrate.
Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too... Stanley was in such a rush to get through the
See,
story
you're playing
as
a
quickly
great
as
game,
possible.
yeah.
He didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy. So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Coming New Age! How many endings did you get so far? I am not sure how many.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Yeah, there's new redeems in the channel. 2 of them. There's 2 new redeems that you can try.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an
Wait,
enormous room
does it
packed with
work?
television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Selection. Okay. Why didn't it? Huh? Trigger on. Trigger options. Let me see. Why didn't it work? Wow, why is it not working this time? It's on channel. Channel points. Okay. Okay. Why is it not working? Why? Making news. Bro. I don't know how to use this thing anyways. What? No, just continue. Oh, not that one. It was working last night though when I tried it. Oh. Yeah. Still won't work on on the thing. Why? Is it a thing where you gotta start the software in administrator mode? I don't think so. I don't think so, at least. Connections, trigger, color custom. So everything is fine, supposedly. Anyway. How do I edit this again? Ah, this one. Ah, wrong one. There we go. What's it supposed to color change? It's supposed to color change the hair and the eyes. It should have worked, but it's not working now. I don't know why. Let me see. Okay, I don't know why it doesn't work. I cleared that. Yep, it's not working. God damn it. I still have to know how it works. Yeah, everything should be working, but it's not working right now. Okay. Up. It won't work. Why? Okay. This work at least, I guess. I'll fix that maybe on the next stream.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number
Yeah, don't
of
worry
an
about it.
employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Throw something in my face or do
Wasn't it? Was it even
pick a
possible?
color description to it? I forgot to remove the description.
Blind to the world?
I just forgot
Here was
to
the heart of the operation.
edit the
Controls
description
labeled
part.
with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exist. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
Oh, well, shit.
Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me.
Red 1?
Where we're going. What all this means. I barely know where to start. What's
Blue
that?
1?
You'd like to know where your co-workers are. A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even
Blue
better.
3?
My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Well, shit, I'm dying.
Enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley?
3.
Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Uh-huh.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Okay.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being...
I'm just gonna be here.
Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke.
Actually.
And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your...
Did you try the door?
Until the moment I say...
I have no idea what to do with this one. Oh. And we're back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What else have I not done in the game?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I remember there
Perhaps
being
he wanted to
certain
stop by
things
the
at the
employee
certain
lounge
numbered
first, just to admire it.
office space.
The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not
Even the Doom Door number
I
says
realize
something
investing
unique.
your trust
Is
in
that
someone
my thing?
else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, and this is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly...
What? Huh?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Bro.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh. Press J on your keyboard?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing
There's
of him.
even a
Every button that he
invisible wall
pushes
here.
is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Please press B.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Damn.
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home.
Oh.
Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Press T.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
What? Okay, to spend time with the boys. Okay.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
M.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow
it's slowly
line
turning
reading
into the
numbers.
office room.
And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
F.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried...
Oh. Does it just see me back to the start? Yep, it does. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm good with this game now. I know there's a lot of endings, but playing a first person game for too long gets me very dizzy. I am starting to get dizzy, so yeah. Yeah, I've been playing for 3 hours. Yeah, I was actually thinking earlier if I should open up Honkai Star real quick and just pull on the banner tonight. So for the stream later, I'm just gonna go directly to the adventure quest. This game made me feel claustrophobic. Yeah. But yeah, should I do the gotching tonight in Star Rail? Do it? Okay. Let's close the game. Close the game first. Wait. Right to the Gacha Lords. Uh-huh. Okay. Change the title stuff. Yeah, at least before I end stream, I just wanna pull for Jingyuan. What was that? Okay. One for the Thunder Lord's arrival, I got a pretty sweet 10 roll yesterday. One Natasha, one Bella, one hook, and a 4-star light cone. Oh, nice. That's a very nice one, actually. Wait, where is the game? Yep. I do have like 5k. I have 5k jades. Oh wait, how many can I roll with that? Wait, let me. I'm in the title screen right now. Before I show it on screen, let me just log in because my email is there. So okay, let me in game. You gonna let me in? Yes, you did. Okay. There you go. Yep. Okay, where should I pull? Where should I do the gacha? No, someone use wealth. No, not that. Where would be a good area to pull? Oh, maybe I can go to his office? Like the one, that room with the holographic thing. What was this? Exiled. Where was it again? I think I went to the wrong area. It was over here.
今日の所持もアーカイブに記録する予定だ。
Was it this one? Yep, it's this one. Yep. It's full here. Oh, I didn't realize there was something here. General's diary. Oh. Okay, let's do the polling here. Where's warp? And yeah. I have 5,000 plus here. Let's see if I can get him right away. Okay, that's a 4-star. Oh, there you go. Got Sushang now. Nice. Yee, got Sushang. Okay, I have 4k left. I think that's just 2 left on. Yeah, that's another 4-star. Oh, hi March. Oh! Wait, what light cone was that? Anything else? Nope. Wait, what this is? Abundance. Ah, okay. I think this is the last one. Still no thing you want. Oh, that's a 5-star. That's a 5-star. That's March. Hey! Yeah, I got him. Let me go take a photo of that. Oh, that's not the Steepy Keys. Two times March gave me a bad feeling, but he still came home. Yeah. And just the right amount of jades. Oh, what? Okay. You're E3? Yeah, she's E3 now. Also, I got Sushang. Oh, I now have another physical type character. I got him! Yay! Erudition, though. I hardly have any erudition cards. Oh no! Yay! Yeah, and I will need to farm for stuff for him. Wait, check. Put him in the team. Yeah. That's nice. Yeah, that was I have no idea what I want to do now. But it is 3:30 a.m. so I'm just gonna end here. I do have another stream at 10 a.m. in like less than 7 hours. Let me just probably raid someone and make him build. Yeah, I'm gonna build him next. I do need another DPS for a lightning character. Who do we raid though? Yeah, I'll just raid someone playing Honkai Star Rail as well. Sub. And then I'm gonna go head to bed. See you guys. I'll see you guys later though. For another Honkai stream. Why did that? Yeah, I'm gonna do the side quest later. Yeah, that's it for me. Bye.